My name is Joanne Burkhalter, and I'm in business development for Mardad Advisors. I had worked for a bank throughout most of my college career, and started there just kind of in a management program, and then I went from that to mergers and acquisitions. And from that, I went into sort of a sales role, inside sales to begin with, and then progressed from there in the paper industry mostly, and decided that I wanted to get out of the paper industry. Being the first female as a national accounts executive, I thought, gosh, maybe it's time I get into banking or something else. That's when I decided to get into banking sales. So I worked for Harlan, my best job, my favorite job in the world. I met the best, nicest people, smartest people, and I sold printed products, checks. Well, I realized checks were going to kind of go by the wayside, and then I wanted to get into software sales. So I went into software sales in the banking industry and did that for most of my career and decided I would retire. And I just started back working for the first time in 4 years. And that's Mardad. I joined this summer. I didn't know anything about it, and a friend of mine works here, Emma Holman. Emma said, "Hey, would you be willing to be a mentor?" And I said, "Well, I don't know what that means, but sure." And she said, "Okay, well, somebody will give you a call." And sure enough, they did. And I got involved this summer, and it's really been interesting and wonderful because I remember one lady this summer, and I was so impressed by her. She was married with children, and she and her husband started a business together, all while going to school. And she had done her homework. She was careful not to waste my time. It was just wonderful, and I was so impressed with her. In fact, I thought maybe she was mentoring me and not the other way around, but truly I feel like it was a great experience for me. And so we have stayed in touch, and it's been lovely. A mentor to me is someone who brings out the potential in another person that they didn't even know they had, which then in turn brings hope. And I think that we all want a little more hope. I mean, this is an opportunity to help people, and I really wish that I had had something like this when I was in school, because I think, or even afterwards actually, when I was younger in my career, I think I would have made some better decisions if I'd had some people to kind of run those decisions by. And I think maybe, just the fact that it's not a burden, and it doesn't take up a lot of time. As I said, my mentee was prepared. She had a list of questions. She didn't, want to waste my time, and I did not at all view it as a waste of time. And so for anybody who thinks they're too busy or I don't have that kind of time, I think we all need to make at least a little bit of time, because this is the future of our country, our world.